This is my oil cutter that I'm going to be using. I'm not gonna lie, it's not been easy. Welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I completed the top half of my African mask. Let's take a look. Right, so this section is the section I intend to work on next, and I'm going to go for this iridescent glass and probably cut it into strips and then into smaller little pieces. I'm going to try a what do you call it, like a layering effect. So this is the sort of size I'm going to go with in terms of the width, and then I'm going to cut it again into probably about a centimetre, something like that, and then start to layer them across that way. Yeah, let's see how I get on with that. So I'm just going to set my station so that you can see. I'm going to move the mask out the way for a minute and bring in my cutting mat, and I'm going to be using some oil and my pistol grip. This is my oil cutter that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to just pop some oil in the bottom here. So I'm not going to bother to put it right into the cutter because I don't need that much. Usually what happens is the oil gets filtered through this chamber here and it runs down right through here onto this tiny little wheel that you probably can't see on camera, and that helps to score the glass. So, but I'm going to do a little bit of cheating and dip the wheel in the oil, and then line up my piece of glass. So these are already, I think they're 1 centimetre pieces, and then I'm going to score glass. Okay, so I had a bit of a camera malfunction there, hence the new angle. But I'm just going to score a few pieces very quickly. Well, just do one more. And then I have my running pliers here to cut the glass. Before I do that, I think it's going to be easier if I score this way again, so I don't have to be worried about the little teeny bits of pieces. So what I'm doing is just going across the score lines. And I'm not really too bothered about the size of the shape, whether it's exact or not. As long as it's roughly 1 centimetre, I'm not too bothered. Okay. And then I can start cutting the pieces. Makes it a bit simpler. Okay, so I've started laying a few down here just to see how it's going to look, and I'm going to make it slightly thicker because I want them to, sorry, I'm going to make the adhesive slightly thicker because I want the pieces to stick up a little bit more and be well embedded into the cement as well. Just seen a little bit of cement gone onto a tile, so I'll just take that off. And I'm starting from the back. Making sure that there's enough cement in the front and the back. And basically just pushing it into the cement and laying it onto the tile behind it as well. It gets this nice feathered effect. And as you can see, there is a little bit of excess adhesive there. So I'm just going to grab my little cocktail stick and just wipe away some of that down here. Yeah, quite like that. Okay, I'm just going to carry on. Okay, so I've completed right up to the edge as far as I can go, as neatly as I can possibly go. So what I'm going to do now is just build up the edge with some adhesive and make it kind of flush up against the edge of the tile so they're not so jaggedy, and hoping that that's going to finish it off nicely. Basically filling in the gaps around the outer edge so it's a little bit more smoother. And hopefully that'll be that section done. Okay, so I'm going to be back once I've done this because I'm probably going to have to lift this up and do it properly. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so that is now complete and I love the finished effect. I love the iridescent colour, the texture, and apologies for the lighting. It's now almost dusk and I'm using a lamp, so no more natural light at the moment, but I hope you can still see the effect of the tiles. This is the edge, which is still a little bit wet. But yeah, I'm really loving that effect, how it's turned out, and yeah, I hope that you do too. Please comment below what you think of this effect. Just imagine all of that on the whole of this mosaic. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? But anyway, the first time I'm doing that effect, and yeah, I'm really loving the results. Okay, so onto this section here, and I've got some interesting materials for this one, so let's get to it. Hey, we're back, and as you can see, she is taking some shape now. I'm really loving the way she's coming along. I don't know why I've nicknamed her a she, but she looks a bit female to me. Anyway, I mentioned some unusual material. Well, it's not really that unusual, but well, take a look for yourself. So this is it. I think I showed you this in my previous part 1 of this video. And this, hear that? It's like ribbed iridescent glass. Very tricky to work with because of the grooves in the glass. So obviously you have to cut it on this side, the smoother side, but you're not really sure what's going to happen once you do cut the shape. It does have its own mind to do its own thing. So I am going to be attempting to use this in this section here. Not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I I think I have to just play around with it first of all and see what comes up and what works, what doesn't work, and then yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, back soon. Okay, so I've had a flash of inspiration and started cutting these elegant diamond shapes. So I've scored the back of the glass, as I mentioned before, so it's a lot easier. And yeah, I'm just creating these diamond shapes at the moment. That's what they look like, this kind of size. And what I'm intending on doing is doing the similar thing that I did over here, just out short a little bit there. And I'm going to start from this corner and work my way out, and just popping them in. This one doesn't want to behave. And then just popping them in one underneath the other, a bit like that. I hope you can see that in the video. I'm not too sure, so I'm not looking. Anyway, kind of like that. But they're all going to be sticking up slightly and then sort of radiating outwards. So let's see how that looks. I'm going to start the process now. Okay, so I am back and I have started the process, and I'm not going to lie, it's not been easy. I think I've mixed this a bit too wet, so the pieces are kind of, obviously they're falling down a little bit. I wanted them to stick up a little bit more, so I'm having to sort of wait a little bit longer for it to go off. So it is proving a little bit tricky, but I will pursue. This one's a bit big. Trying to go for some smaller ones. And as you can see, it's just a little bit too wet, so I'm trying to grab some of the adhesive and tuck it in behind the one in front, but at the moment it's not playing games with me. It's playing games with me. It's not sticking. It's not sticking up. So yeah, it's getting the effect that I want, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer because I didn't mix the adhesive dry enough. Bit too wet, but I'm going to keep going and see what happens. Alright, I'll see you on the other side. So here I am just picking out the dry bits of adhesive, which have just kind of seeped up in between the tiles. So I'm just doing a little bit of cleanup here. Right, so let's take a closer look. I'm afraid I've lost light again, so I'm using my lamp, so it's not going to be as, I don't know if you'll be able to see it as well as you would in natural light, but I think you can kind of get an idea, oh that's interesting, of what it looks like. Yeah. So that top part is now done. It's getting quite heavy now. I'm hoping it's going to hang well. I might have to put an extra nail in once it goes in, so I've got a feeling it's going to be top heavy, but we'll see when I hang it. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Pretty pleased with it actually. Yeah, the effects, I wasn't too sure when I first started. I thought, oh no, I wonder if I've made a mistake, but I'm actually loving it. Thank you so much for watching part 2 of the African Mosaic Mast project. This is a little snippet of part 3, and you'll see I am having fun placing some beads in this particular clip. You're going to have to watch the episode to watch what really happened. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and leave a comment. I'll see you in the next episode.